Welcome to the High Hour. I'm your host, Q. I'm here with my co-host, Face G Mob. What up?
Roll up.
What's going on over there? I see you rolling right
Nothing
now.
much. I'm still continuing my 420.
Yes, 420 was yesterday. It was a day.
Mm.
Even though this whole month is 420, but because of this virus, we can't celebrate how we would like to celebrate. So I feel like when this is all over, we just need to repeat the month of April. What do you think?
Look, I think when this is over with, we should get, I've been looking, we should get a smoking Airbnb, throw a high hour 420, happy belated 420,
Mm-hmm.
smoke out, put cameras everywhere, have like little bong station, you know what I mean? And just have a little 420 little get together and do it like that.
Yeah, because this needs to be highly celebrated. Even though I celebrated yesterday, had me nice little fatty. Where's my thing? I didn't even get to finish it. With some my homeboy bought me some Gorilla Breath Fire. So good. I couldn't even finish it, so I still have some left.
Yeah,
Nice 2-gram blunt
I had, yeah. Ooh, I actually smoked a bong yesterday. I don't smoke bongs with some wax on it. We smoked about 10 or 11 blunts, maybe 12. Couple had wax in it. We had this little, we sat in the car and we rolled like 3 blunts, I think, 3 or 4 blunts. And every time a blunt got halfway done, we lit the other one.
Also a
You know
true
what I
hot
mean?
box.
Yeah, you can actually check that out on my Instagram. And
Oh, you did it live?
and
Or you
basically
just
that's
got
all
a
we did
video?
was roll ups. Yeah, I did it live with Knowledge and Jay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I made some edibles
So
yesterday too.
yeah,
So I
I
made
wish
me
you
some.
was there.
I know I had so much to do. I couldn't come back down. I made me some marijuana oil yesterday. I made me some brownies. I was lit on a whole bunch of stuff yesterday.
How did
Um,
so the edibles came out good for you?
yeah, they just because I couldn't really calculate how much is in them because I don't know how much the weed percentage was I had. So I kind of just it's trial and error. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna make this batch. Let's see what happens. Cause I can tell this is kind of insane, probably, but I do edibles so much I can kind of tell how many milligrams it is by how I
So
feel.
how did the batch come out?
So I feel like because I made like 48 little brownies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was probably like 36, 48. So each little brownie is probably like 15 milligrams.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that way, now I know like I can eat a couple of them instead
Yeah.
of
See,
one
here's what
sitting.
my problem with eating edibles, right? And I learned this when I went to a marijuana event, right? This dude was selling chicken wings with medicated sauce on it. So I was like, just give me, he wasn't selling them by like 20s. You can get like
Mm-hmm.
4 or 6. So I was like, give me 4 of them. I ate them. Now, truly, I was high, but now I also had the munchies again, and I wanted some more wings. So now I'm in this cycle of eating because I'm hungry, but getting super high off what I'm eating, and so I'm hungry again, and I'm higher every time. I had to stop myself.
Yeah, that's a lose-lose situation.
My boy was good though. I ain't
That's a
gonna lie.
lose-lose. That's why I think I'm finna go. I'm finna go make breakfast and put some in my breakfast so I could just chill all day. Just kind of. I feel like 420 needed more than one day.
It do. So
So
look,
what?
I was gonna say before we get to our show for today, right? Um, a hot topic ran across me, and I just want to get your opinion on it right quick.
Okay.
Yes, you don't have to get in deep in detail, but we'll get deep. I just saw a reporter. asking our president, how do he feel about, the world of people thinking we responded too late?
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion? Do you think as the government, I mean, I know certain governors of states responded before the president, which is, the whole federal government. Do you think our federal government responded too late?
Absolutely. I feel like they knew about this back in December. They start slowly talking about it in January. He been denying it all the way up into March that it was actually a pandemic, that it was actually serious. Everything was like that it wasn't serious or this or that. So if I feel like if in December when they started getting notion of this, if they start preparing the country then and shutting down the country when China did, we could have prevented a lot of this. But they felt like, oh, we American, it ain't gonna come here, we go stop it. Or the government probably knew and was just didn't know how serious it would be and thinking it's like the flu and like whatever.
Mm. Yeah, when I say that, I thought about it. For y'all who don't know, let me educate y'all. After we had the swine flu, President Obama came out with the pandemic White House response team. You know what I mean? When they transferred over to Trump, of course, they transferred the plans and the party to him. Trump got rid of the pandemic response team. You know what I mean? Which would have responded early and would have advised the president this is a pandemic and we need to start initiating phase one, phase two, phase three.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I, which is going to come up in our conversation that we had the other day about the officer. I think if people just got off, I don't like you, so I don't want none of your ideas. You know what I mean? Or you my rival, so let me get rid of everything you've done and get
Right.
that ego out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
We would have responded better. We would have been prepared. We would have had a team who already knew the steps. And I think, as in, if they would have came out early and said, listen, we see it coming. So to prevent it, this is what we're going to do. We're going to mail everybody a letter. You're going to have your day and times when you can go out and go shopping. Stores is going to be advised to limit how much people can get. That way you kill the rush. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I think if they would have rolled it out slowly, we would have took heed. It wouldn't have been a rush to buy all this stuff. And I think we would have been better prepared for it. And if somebody did catch it, we'll know that, okay, they caught it from somebody from zone C got it. So let's test zone C. You get what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Because that's the only people that was allowed out that day or whatever. I think we could have did so much better, and we financially and everything we would have been on the upside. And I think that is the true lack of leadership that we have as a president.
Absolutely.
That's all I
Absolutely.
want to say about it.
But I feel like,
Just want to get a hot topic out there.
yeah, but I feel like because this has happened, it has allowed people to rebuild old relationships, to build stronger foundations and stronger relationships with the people in their lives. So there's a lot of negative to this, but it's also a lot of positive that's coming out of it. But speaking of relationships, that is what our show is going to be about today. So there's always a topic of, can exes be friends? And people mix messages on this. Some people feel like once it's over, it's over. You should be done with the person. Why y'all need to be friends? But if people were friends in the first place, why should a broken relationship end that? So today we're going to talk to our exes. That's what's happening today. So we're going to talk to our exes about, if
Oh,
exes
I
can be
lost you
friends.
for a minute. All right.
Yeah, so we're going to talk today about if exes can be friends. Um, yeah, so I have my ex, my college ex, Mike. He's going to be joining the call. He's going to be talking to us about our relationship, our friendship. We dated throughout college, pretty much my whole college experience. We were dating, and we remained friends after the fact. After years of us dating other people, we still maintained some level and some type of friendship. So that's who's coming on for me. Who do you got, Face?
All right, so I don't got many choices. I mean, I really, once I commit to a relationship, I'm in it for the long haul. We're gonna bring on my ex-wife, also the mother of two of my children, two of the three of my children, and for me, I look at it kind of like business. You know what I mean? If we friends, everything friends do don't work out. Me and my old business partner, business wise, we didn't work out. We still friends. That part of that endeavor of our friendship didn't work out. So even when I break up with or we end the relationship, initially it's some feelings and all that, but in the back of my mind, I always said, this is my friend, and that part didn't work out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't understand when people be in a relationship talking about this their best friend, but when y'all break up, y'all not friends no more, and you and your other best friends that got into it and all types of stuff and stop talking, but that's still your friend. It's like extra weight cause when it's a friendship built off the relationship versus the relationship being built off of friendship.
Right. Because like I was talking to when we did our other podcast, I was talking about when you have like you said, like a solid friend foundation, you're willing to do more to try to hold on to the relationship, fix the relationship, and also maintain the relationship after it's over. It's like you were my dude, you was my chick, you was my best friend. So I don't feel like I should eliminate you because we just couldn't make it work in a romantic relationship. It's all type of relationships. You don't have to
Mm.
be in a deep romantic relationship with a person. There's different levels and different kinds of relationships. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is pull in our exes and get down to it. Let's see what's happened. Okay, so basically y'all both know the questions are it's about being friends with your ex. So the first one is, and you guys, we'll start with you, Blue. Do you think exes can be friends?
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
why do you think that it's possible?
Um, I mean, I feel like it could be a lot of contingencies. Mine's was to continue my friendship with him, with Jermaine, is because just the years and the stuff that we've been through, and it's like when it gets down to the root of whatever you're going through in life, he was there. You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, I still could depend on him to support me in whatever I was going through, or hear me out if I wanted to vent. Um, but yeah, after the divorce, it was hard to create that boundary and continue to be friends because just emotions and that sort of thing was in the way until time heals everything pretty much. So
Okay. So, Mike, for you and us, we're friends at a distance, kind of. Like
Right.
we because I moved out of the state of Illinois, we don't see each other physically. So our
Mhm.
friendship is it's really based on just checking in with each other, seeing where each other is in life, what's going on, how's life going, keeping a communication open.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like it's been easy for us to do that? Can exes be friends?
Absolutely. I definitely think. I mean, the distance, I would say, makes it. I would say easier to keep, like, what I'm saying, like the other questions, or doubts, from others on the outside looking in. But definitely it's been. I don't think it's been a problem. It's actually been kind of cool to kind of just see how you know we've grown. You know what I'm saying? Like people that you connected with, shared moments with. It's always kind of good to kind of just know what they're doing. Short and sweet. Nothing outside of of that. I think has definitely kept it where exes where ex could be a true genuine friend type thing.
So, do you feel like boundaries are needed, you guys, to maintain a
Definitely.
friendship with an ex?
Yeah.
So like, do you
So I
guys
didn't
like?
catch that.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So with boundaries, do you put boundaries in place before, or is it like? Because I know in some instances people may have certain boundaries when they are dating someone else versus when they're single with that friend.
For me, I didn't have boundaries up at first. And then when those problems did start arising where, you're talking with someone else in a romantical way, or when we separated from different houses, you know, me and Face's time is like 17 years. So, you go in the house, you go in the refrigerator, you go in the room, and then it's like, okay, this is making me feel funny. I feel like you're encroaching on my territory. So it's like, look, check this out. You can't go in my room. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in here. You know what I'm saying? Ask before you do this. Um, personal boundaries is like, it's still hard. And then Face or Jermaine is very stubborn. So
Yeah,
and
new face.
and I always kind of like buck against, certain things. So it's like, hey, if you get hyphy, then I'm gonna get hyphy too. And then I said what I said, and I want you to respect that. And it's just, explanations to even put up that type of boundary is kind of like, hey, if this happens, knowing how you are in the history, I don't want you to wig out. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I need you to respect me and trust that, I'm not gonna bring a crazy individual around, our sons, or, to harm them or anything of that sort, and trust my judgment on, being able to be there and protect my kids. And so that was a hard boundary. Um, I would say it's still even ongoing, so just I think they're needed. I think they're necessary to establish the new way of a relationship, as an ex now. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
And you
But
feel the same way, Mike? Like it got to be boundaries and rules, and like, hey, you know what I mean? We in this zone now. You know what I mean? Certain things ain't cool for you to do, even though they might be innocent things. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for me, everybody know I'm always up,
Yeah.
right? So no matter what, if somebody call, they don't think it's rude to call me at 2 in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if my ex is calling me at 2 in the morning and I'm with a new chick, automatically why they calling you at 2 in the morning, you know what I mean? So it's like a boundary that has to be set, but it's only to make them feel comfortable. You get what I mean? You know
True.
what I mean? So it's like a totally innocent thing, but because it's at 2 in the morning, not knowing everybody call me, they wake up and they can't sleep, call Face. You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, like, when both of y'all that had relationships, obviously after us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and how do your partner feel about you still having a friendship with your ex?
Well, I know
And
for
Mike,
me,
you can answer first.
okay. Well, I know for me, um, in my situation now with my fiance now, she's a little bit more laid back, cool. Really, I wouldn't say nonchalant, but really doesn't or had a problem with me being friends or like having like I wouldn't say like a relationship, but like connections with people of the past, because she's had her past, of course, but with my ex, I guess because of whatever insecurities or whatever, like she had been going on, it was tough, and so I had to put boundaries. I had to to make her feel comfortable. I did have to put boundaries on what was naturally like okay, just part of my everyday flow, I had to switch up like that. It was hard. Like it was hard. So yeah.
Yeah. So he's talking about the ex right after me. So right after college.
Okay.
So with this ex, and what he's saying is we had to put up boundaries because we moved the same for a little while in the sense of I was close to his family. He was close to my family. So it was kind of like even changing that, because like one time he came home and I'm sitting at the table drinking with his mom and he like, wait, what the fuck is happening? And so it was moments like that where because of the ex he was with at the time, he had to set kind of unnatural boundaries to make her feel better. And so that kind of shifted and changed the dynamic of our relationship too.
Yeah.
So Blue, did your relationship after me? Did he have a problem that we still? Well, it's hard because we got kids, so we gotta definitely communicate. But was there any issue with how we communicated? That we communicated? I just to come out there like, did you get? How did your next relationship feel about us still or us still talking or whatever?
Um, it was a challenge because, like you said, we have kids together, and it's just a history, you know. So factually, since it's like, hey, this is the father of my sons. He's active in their life. He's gonna be here sometimes. He's gonna need to stay the night just because at that time, you know, I was in Las Vegas, and so it's like to come see the boys and do a quick turnaround, which you've done sometimes. Just explaining stuff like that, it kind of builds up an insecurity, like what Marquita was saying, like you know, because you guys are men, and so it's just like, yo, like I'm here and this is my position and you're like encroaching on that. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like, hey, you can't do that. You can't force me to choose between the father of my sons and you in a non-romantical sense. You get what I'm saying? It's unfair. And so it was a lot of explaining and going into depth of the issue, and even having to disclose some of the stuff that I wasn't wanting to talk about then, that led to us getting divorced. And it's tricky. You know what I'm saying? Like he's saying with his fiance earlier, she's kind of like laid back. So, you know, with different exes, it was kind of like, oh, okay, this person is going to be more understanding because maybe he has kids too and has a relationship with his baby's mother where he understands of what I'm explaining. Ones that didn't have kids and weren't in that situation and actually have like a nasty, they don't get along with their ex or not friendly with their ex. It was kind of like, you know, why is you still fooling with them? And it's just like, it's unfair for you to ask me to make that choice, you know? And so it's a tricky thing. It's a tricky thing, but definitely somebody that's permanent, like a fiance or somebody that's going to be there in a relationship like that, you would definitely want to do as much as you can to reassure that person that, you know, you love them and, you know, they're number one.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You know?
I mean, all right. So look, Mike, what
Yes,
was
sir.
what would you say was one of the biggest issues of dating? Q.
Me. What
Me.
are you talking
Uh,
about? I was the best. Whatever.
so I would. That was crazy because you know it's like during that time, like man, the college days, man, it was tough because you had me like being an athlete, around, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, popping on campus amongst, you know what I'm saying, amongst, people that was fans of football, and then you got the small black community. And so like Q was, you know what I'm saying, she was likable, you know what I'm saying? She was a likable girlfriend that you like you like damn, like why she so damn likable, you know what I'm saying? Like, type thing, but and so, me being an athlete, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to have guys like, man, your girl cool, man, you know what I'm saying? That you like she cool with all the guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you like, man, it's cool with all the guys shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and in college, you know what I'm saying? In college, like that, they don't go cool. That ain't cool at all. Like, no, you can't be cool with all the guys because some of these guys ain't cool. They around me trying to see what I'm not doing, so they can, you know what I'm saying? So like that whole, and so that played a major role in the insecurities I had in college. You know what I'm saying? Just not knowing. You know what I'm saying? So like,
and
that was the toughest part.
I didn't know either because y'all know me. I'm a outgoing, friendly person. I connect with everybody. So our argument used to always be like, my intentions are good. Like, I don't know why you mad. Like, I'm just cool with everybody. And so, like, to be honest,
I feel you, Mike, though.
Huh?
Yeah.
I feel Mike, especially in college.
Man,
Your
it was tough,
girl's
bro.
known to hang out with everybody. Motherfucking rumors start. Now, you know, and for a guy, that's gonna start fucking with our head.
And I played football, so man,
because we know these niggas ain't no good. We know they ain't no good, and they hanging out. I just don't like it because but this what I'm saying. Hold on, Keith. It can be something you not even do, right? Somebody I know can come at you sideways. Now, once you told me that, now two things will happen. He can't hang out with us no more because you're gonna be like, why you hanging out with that dude? You know what I mean? Or now we're gonna have confrontational problems. You know what I mean? When you date a popular girl, you know what I mean? I can understand, Mike, like, okay, is she popular or is she popular? And that's not fucking with our head.
And you know what I'm saying? You trust her, but then again, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, shit, you don't know. I'm 18, 17, 19,
you don't know.
I don't know. Shit, you know what I'm saying? All I know is what I see around, like, shit, damn, like, damn.
But
I was, you know what I'm saying? I was going on the weekend with a football game. It was parties going on. You know what I'm saying? And then you hear my, you know, like, man,
all types of scenarios.
You know, so it was tough. And college was definitely
and
tough.
I was a Kappa sweetheart, so he was probably going through it. Yeah,
Kappa
I was a Kappa sweetheart too, so he was probably going through it. Which I was a great.
It was tough.
But I feel like
it was tough.
But do you feel like I was honest with you enough for you to like kind of trust that if shit was to shake or move, I would have came to you like, yo, your homeboy did this or whatever the case. Because I knew they all was trash.
I did. Yeah.
All your homeboys was trash. I'm just gonna say that.
We didn't want to have that conversation. Yeah.
But I knew.
That's the stuff you don't ever want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You like, man, because I know these niggas. I'm playing ball with these niggas. I see them doing shit. We're around each other. I hear him talking shit. I'm talking shit. You know what I'm saying? We all talking shit. Don't nobody know nothing. So it's like, damn, like shit.
Yeah.
Like college was tough, man.
And those was the most dudes that was tricking on you, though. I'm just gonna say that.
That's what I know. That's what I know. That's what I know. That's what I know.
They was tricking on you, like for real, for real.
I can believe it. I can believe it. I can believe it.
So Blue, like the same question for you. Like, what do you think was probably the biggest issue you and faced? I be wanting to call you Jermaine so bad. It's so hard. What is it?
I don't know that guy.
I don't know if because I don't feel like it was a singular big thing like dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? This keeps wrapping back around, especially on a personal thing, like on a relationship responsible thing. I know that finance was an issue. Like, you know what I mean? Finances kept coming up and it would get funny, you know what I mean? But as far as like just personally, I don't know. You probably have to ask Jermaine what he felt.
Look, She being modest. I'm gonna tell you. Look, she being modest. The financial thing, yes, because I'm an entrepreneur. I'm always trying to start my own. And anybody who ever started their own business or try to start something from the ground, finances ain't right, bro. You
So
know
you
what I
felt
mean?
like finance
And it was kind of
was
self.
the
No, I'm talking for you because you're being nice to me. Finance was an issue, and also it is. She's trying to be nice, but it's cool. You can put it out there. It's all good. You know what I mean? And she
I put
feel
it out there. He ain't that
I
great with
wasn't
money
faithful.
either.
You know what I mean? Hey man, money comes and goes, man, but dreams last forever. But would you say that was the two major things, faithfulness and financial?
okay. So with
We talking about friendly relationship. What was our biggest issue being not our friendship, but our
okay,
relationship?
so yeah, I would say like unloyalty and infidelity uh was a constant thing through the whole all the years.
And did that come from both sides of the
I doubt that.
Uh
did that come from both sides of the relationships? The infidelity?
no, no, I don't believe so on my end. I'm a very loyal person. So no.
So look, hold on my end, cause then look, in 17 years, it was not a constant thing. Cause if it was constant, I at least have to have 17 or more incidents. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Look, I ain't perfect. And, we got together young. And just to be 100, my idea of being in a relationship and being a man was judged off the men in my life. And I was doing so much better than they was. I thought I was great. Compared to my daddy and my older brother, which was my relationship models, I thought, what? You can't get no better than me. You know what I mean? And I was young, and so going through the relationship and growing and figuring out who you are and what you want. Yeah, I done fucked up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I done fucked up. And on the finance shit, oh, man, I'm always trying to do something. You know what I mean? And then it's like, and when it do hit, I go all in. So you know what I mean? I know time was a heavy issue too. Like not being there. You know what I mean? And you know,
I feel like with
when
the financial
so
thing
I take that on the chin.
because he is an entrepreneur and because he's like very like spontaneous and willing to try these different avenues, it went so against who I am, which I want to work a 9 to 5. I want guaranteed money. I want to know who, what, when, where. I want it to be organized. I want it to be a plan. So for him to be the direct opposite, even though I admire that, it still it made me feel insecure, like I wasn't stable or something. You get what I mean? Just going through that transgression with him. You know what I'm saying? And I understood it, and I was like, dude, at the same time, I don't want to kill your dream. You get what I mean? Like I want
Right.
to support you, but at the same time, this makes me feel leery. It makes me feel apprehension and shaky and unsure. And it's like, okay, well, what's tomorrow going to bring for our kids? And you know what I mean? And
Yeah, I do.
yeah, so
Because
it was
I am
hard dealing with
him.
that type of personality. Yeah, you're the
Yeah.
Yeah,
female him for sure.
Yeah,
So
we have the same type of personality, and
we
I
gonna
deal with
make it
it.
work.
I deal with it in every relationship I'm in, and that's probably why I'm still single, because it's like it's very hard for people to understand a creative gypsy type of mentality. Like I chase my dream at every turn. You know me, I'm in another state all the time because this is what I love to do. But for
I
other
think it
people,
would have been easier if we didn't have kids, Keita. You know what I'm saying? For us
yeah,
to bounce around and whatever. But then when the kids came, it was kind of like, hey, this not cool no more. We got to have them a little bit stable. Like, what you mean? You can went to all these states, and it's like, okay, so if I'm doing a 9 to 5, who's gonna ground my kids? You get what I'm saying?
I'm
And
scared to
that
have
was my thing.
kids.
You know, if we didn't have kids, it was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go to Florida, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no big thing. Or let's move over. You know, it ain't no big thing. But when the kids came, it was like, it's not jiggy no more, and I don't like it.
So Blue,
Okay.
what?
Yeah.
So
Or
Mike,
this,
go ahead.
no, go ahead. You can ask Mike what he.
I was gonna ask Mike. So in hindsight, what would you say the biggest thing, or what? Not even the biggest thing. What did you learn from that relationship?
Um,
How to cook salmon.
man, definitely, because that was one thing that I love to this day. No, but man, um, I guess I learned during that time, like if I was like to go back or like pass along some info to somebody, like to a young brother, something, like I probably would have tried to like develop more of like a friendship as opposed to like a relationship, like in college, like, you know, feeling like you had to like, as opposed to like genuinely like, you know, caring about like how I move and whatnot, but like, and when you in college and you trying to like be respectful of like your girlfriend, but like it's like you being 18, 19, trying to figure like how to network, how to, you know what I'm saying, like how to really talk to people and connect, but
How to move through
how to
life?
move through college, you know what I'm saying, but you in a relationship and everything you do is seeming funny, you know what I'm saying, is to your girlfriend or somebody. So I would say in hindsight, like I learned just how to, for me, it was like how to network better without the, you know, the flirtation and the, you know what I'm saying, things like that. But how you do that when you 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? So I would say more so just how to develop a relationship standpoint, as opposed to like a relationship and having to, you know, meet demands of, you know, of what an adult or somebody would have to do, you know, at that point in their life. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that part, like more friendship, networking, you know, no relationship. Too young. Too,
Mm-mm.
your
I
mind ain't ready.
agree. I agree.
Mind
Like
wasn't
we
ready.
dated basically all through college, so it was kind of like I look back and like, damn, it's a lot of wild college shit I just didn't do because I
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
boyfriend. And it's like people be like, "Oh, did you do this?" Don't get me wrong. I kicked it. I partied. I
yeah,
had a good time. Like we partied together. Like that was the good thing about
yeah,
our relationship was that we were
yeah,
friends that could hang out with each other, can go do things with other people. Like we hung out. We
yeah,
actually liked each other. Like that was a good thing.
yeah.
But like dating Mike in college and looking back, like it kind of showed me who I was and what I wanted out of a relationship. Like I feel like me and Mike would never work now. Like even though like we still cool, we still great friends, it's just I feel like our values may be different in the sense of he's more grounded, he's more of a family person. Like he's always been that way. Since I've known him, like he wanted to be a husband and be a dad and be and have that solid family. And I was always like, if it happens, it happens. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like always really with it. So I feel like what I learned from him is he has solid, great qualities of a man. Like he has great qualities that I still look for in men to this day because he does have qualities that I love and would enjoy in a person that was just more free willy like me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So but that's
I
kind of like
feel
what
that.
I took from it. What did you take from y'all relationship, Blue?
I say a lot of things. I mean, 17 years, and then he was 18, I was 19, and
Yeah.
just growing through all those different stages, the 20s, the 30s. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to learn something. I feel like even just at a point, he just became like this reflection of myself sometimes. You get what I mean? And learning how to be a woman to a man, learning how to keep a house for a family, learning just even just personal development within myself to be like, hey, if he can be a go-getter, a hustler, then you can do the same thing too. You get what I mean? But even though those things were migrating and evolving, it didn't feel like it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel like it. It wasn't like, oh, I'm changing for this or that. It was just happened. You know what I mean? And when you reflect back, it was kind of like, oh, I remember I used to do this, and then now I don't.
Yeah,
And
it's like over a course of time, things change.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, just there's just so many to list. You know what I'm saying? How to really love somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my family looks at me like I'm the ice queen. So even just to have that, uh, to say that and to be as open and emotionally vulnerable in that, I learned that big time because I don't like being vulnerable. I don't want to show you my cards. I don't want to open up. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? And so just operating with his personality, that is one of the big things that I feel like that I learned with him was just how to be open. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he would point out stuff like, Blue, like you don't even hold my hand. It's like, you don't think anything's wrong with that? And it's kind of like, I don't. And I'm like, no way. Like I do. Is like, no, you kind of don't. You know what I mean? And you don't do this, that, or either. And it's just like, oh. So he would constantly give me reflections of myself to change and fix and hone through everything. You know what I'm saying? Through all the hats that I wear, with him. So
Yeah,
over time,
I feel like people, we make changes and adjustments in relationships in hopes that it make us better, in hopes that we can grow together and that this becomes something.
Yeah. I mean, what I learned though, first off, first off, I don't give up on shit, right? You know what I mean? If I start something, I'm in it until I complete it or I finish it, or you break up and leave me. You know what I mean? You have to do some very incredible things to make me walk away from something I went into. You know what I mean? Because I don't like failing. And if I'm still working at it, I can't. It's not a fail yet. You know what I mean? If I'm still playing, it's
Yeah.
still in. But what I learned was I was very angry, and I looked at the world through very morbid eyes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? From my accident, from getting into it with friends. Just like if I was her, I would not have dated me. Totally. You know what I mean? Like this guy is like, what's wrong with you, dude? Like, why? You know what I mean? But being with Blue, I learned hope. I learned forgiveness. I learned it's a positive. You know what I mean? And from the relationship of a whole, I learned that even if something is yours or something you want, it's still about timing. You know what I mean? Because of me and Blue difference vibe, sometimes everybody is not finna take that journey with you. Like, okay, the journey of getting there is hectic. But once I get there, I'm an executive producer and I got this show and I really got a schedule and now I got a set life. It goes easier. It matches easier with the person I wanted. You know what I mean? But to take them through the changes of getting there, sometimes I felt that was unfair on my part. You know what I mean? Because I know this is not a lifestyle that she wanted. So I learned to be like honest with myself and sometimes not always get what I want when I want it because it ain't always the time to have it. You know what I mean? So I learned to check myself something like, hey, if you get that, is you gonna treat it right? Like if I don't know how to drive a car, why would I go get a 750 Beamer? You know what I mean? Like it ain't time for that yet. Even though you want it and you want it to be yours, it's not time for it. You gotta work, you
I
gotta
feel like
work
with
your way
that
up to that.
understanding though, that I created a lot of problems just because how I am, because it started being like kind of like his conscience or the voice of reasoning. And I
Yeah.
would say that, but then it kind of built this resentment. Like, you always, you know what I'm saying? Got
Hmm.
some whatever. Like, why don't you just go with it? And it's like, because it's stupid. It's a stupid plan. Like your this example where you're saying with the 750. Why would you get that and you be flapping all around fucking California? Like, it's just not reasonable. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, what are you doing? And then
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
and
like
I
doing
learned
that
that.
through so many of the years, it was like, you're annoying. You get what I mean? Because this is what I want to do, and I just want to do it, and fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And then it would be like this battle of wills again on that. But I don't know. It's different, Keita, because I really do feel like your brother was and is like my soulmate. You get what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And I don't know if you or Mike believe in that, but it's like I really do feel that way. So it's always like this magnetical pull. Like, I'll be super annoyed, like, dude, bro, like, don't call me ever again. But at the
Mm.
same time, it's like, want to be with him because that's my friend. And that's another thing I learned when we're together, and then afterwards too. It's kind of like, even before we were exes, we were the weird couple that is like, we didn't mind being around each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
they're like, nah, let's be with all the guys. But we're kicking with guys. Most of my friends are guys. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't
See,
a big
Mike, I
deal.
ain't the only one.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal for me to be like, hey, I'm kicking it with 7 of my niggas and I'm the only chick. You get what I'm saying? And Face didn't feel the need or what do you call it? Like attacked to fix that. You get what I'm saying? He let
Yeah.
me be, and he understood that, and it was okay. And I was like, oh, finally I could be myself, because with other dudes, they trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, my bitch ain't gonna be with all these niggas. Like, you tripping? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they
Yeah.
take it as an ego shot. And he's like, with him, it wasn't. It was like, this is hella cool, because now, you know what I'm saying, I can take Blue and we can kick
Cause
and we'll have fun. You know what I'm saying?
I thought I was the shit.
Yeah, I feel like,
I was the
Mike, do you feel like it's different with your new fiance, with us just being able to be friends?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like I used to feel honestly like before when you with your ex-wife, like I couldn't even reach out to you for this little stupidest shit or
Yeah.
just anything because I knew it was gonna cause you so much drama that
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? I'd rather him just be happy in this bullshit he in, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll be friends at a later date. Because I feel like you said, Blue, I don't feel like me and Mike are soulmates romantically. I feel like we will always be friends regardless of the fact. Because even when he was in that situation, not that like we snuck around behind her back, but we had a conversation to this is what it is. Yeah, we still friends, but this is the moves he has to make just to have some sanity. And I
Yeah.
understood it because I
Yeah.
am his friend. I understand, you know what, do what you need to do. I'm here whenever you come back.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I feel like the qualities that your brother gives for a friendship, it's kind of the stuff that he said that he took from our relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't give up. You know what I'm saying? And is where and he actually taught me how to compartmentalize friends, because like I said, I don't fuck around. Like, you got maybe one time to do some dumbass
Yeah.
shit, and I'm gonna ask you, and if it don't make sense or it doesn't resonate, I'm cutting you off. And you probably won't even realize it. Just, I don't call you ever again. You know what I'm saying? Or when I see you, ain't no long chopping up. It's just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because I let you through that barrier. I let you in my circle to, in my energy and whatnot, and you fucking that up. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of times that I just cut him off, and Face is like, Blue, you can't do that. You have to compartmentalize. You have to adjust. You have to compromise. You get what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so they didn't come get you on the side of the road at 3 a.m. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? But this person will. And now you know that. You know what I'm saying? With this situation, that's their boundary. They're not getting out of their bed to help you off of the side of the road. You know what I'm saying? But to
Right.
me, I was thinking like, yo, I would though. You know what I'm saying? You call me and I answer and I get it, and you like, hey, I'm stranded over here. Can you come get me? Most definitely. Like, yeah, but Blue, you can't expect the same qualities and that you give in a friendship for them to have the same thing. And I'm like, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? That doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Because there's something with you that I like that I made you even a friend. So why can't I expect that same thing back? And he's like, you can't do that,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah, because what, like you said, you won't come pick me up at 3 in the morning, but they feel like I'll run up and fight a bitch with you all day. That's what make me a great friend, not me getting out my bed. I told you use my AAA girl. You know what I mean? But how people, I even personalize my family. It's like this: if I know you, I feel it's wrong for me to wish upon you things that I know is not even in your character. I'm setting you up to fail. If I know you can't hold a secret, why would I tell you something and then get mad because you told somebody? I know you can't hold a secret. So that's my fault. You know what I mean? That's the family or the friend I can't tell secrets to. You the friend I can't call on no fight. You a friend I could call to start a business. Everybody ain't the same, so I put them for what they are, and that way it's the least chance of you failing me. Because I'm not going to put nothing on our friendship that is not within your characteristics.
So, do you guys feel and this could go for both of you guys, that for your next relationship, do you feel like that your friendship is going to be something you fight for in the next relationship? So, like, if they have an issue with you guys being friends, is this something that is worth fighting for, like to get that other person to understand? Or if they can't understand it, then they just not the person for you?
Let
Everybody
me
that
answer
I
that
talk,
right quick. Go ahead.
okay.
No,
Everybody
go
that
ahead, Blue.
Okay. Everybody that I talked to after our divorce is off top, and I feel like it's migrating over there because I'm very personable. So there's a lot of stuff that even in a relationship I'm not going to tell you for a while. You get what I'm saying? Because I gotta see. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but when I felt like, hey, this is going to be lasting a little minute, it's like they already know. Like, Vase is my friend. He's also the sons of my kids. You know, I mean, the father of my kids, and he's gonna be there. You get what I'm saying? And it's hard. It's a hard thing because just like the other day, people, when me and Face are together, they see it, they feel it, that connection, and it could be intimidating for someone that's just coming in and starting to. You get what I mean? Trying to
Yeah.
establish something with you in that manner. So just the time, and like I said, I feel like that Face is my soulmate. Everybody feels it. It'd be strangers walk up like, you guys are, and it's just like, I'll side eye Face on some shit. He just laugh, you know what I mean? Like, I told you, and it's something that you can't really hide or keep away from. You get what I'm saying? Because they just you just see the energy, you feel it. And so I feel like it's going to be a catch-22. Like, I do tell them, but then when they actually see us together, it's kind of like, I know they feel some type of way, like I probably won't be
My
able to
thing
touch
is
that,
this. My thing is this. It's like, first off, what I also learned is you can take it or fucking leave it. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. We don't even have to go down that road. Because before we even get to a point of we gonna be in a relationship, you know what I mean? Understand something? I got kids. I still consider her one of my best friends, and we go chop it up, even when I'm fucking mad at her. You know what I mean? We don't chop it up. So it's like, for me, because I don't long for a relationship, I'm not looking for someone right now. I don't really care. And if we grow into a relationship, you gonna already know that from the beginning. So you know what I mean. If you bring it up, I'm like, you knew this. That's
Yeah,
all.
because
That's
he's
all I
not
got to
going
say.
nowhere.
It's your option now. You can leave the relationship, or you can stay in. But you know what I mean. I'm not finna lie to you. I ain't finna fake the fuck with you. You know what I mean. I'm not. I'm not sacrificing. Only way I'm sacrificing friendships and relationships is if they personally did something to me. I done got to the point now where I'm like, man, if you got a good friendship, you need to keep it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been friends with another friend of mine, and she done been in a few relationships. Them dudes not nowhere around, but because we're friends, we're still around. And that tell you how important a friendship is, because a friendship comes with boundaries and rules that a relationship don't.
Mm.
Your best friend or your friend can go have sex with whoever the fuck they want. Your relationship mate can't, and that leave a hurt that some people can't get over. Or he spent all the rent money, you know what I mean? Or some other shit. some shit you can forgive a friend for. It's like it's levels to this shit. You got relationship friends, then you got friends that's in a relationship, then you got straight friends, then you got family relationships. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's levels. Your brothers and sisters can get away with shit some of your best friends can't. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because every relationship comes with its own rules and boundaries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's simply there to protect your own heart and to evaluate if that's a person you want to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's levels. So if you on this level, certain things you can't get away with, and certain things you can't. Certain things you can't do as you move up in a level. If you the homie and I know you, and I see you talking to my ex, I don't, whatever. If you was one of my road dogs and you chopped it up, I might have a words. If you one of my best dogs, you foul. If you my brother, it's like, nigga, really? You get what I mean? It's levels to every relationship,
Mm-hmm.
friendships or romantic. And friendships comes with more boundaries that's able to break that friendship apart than a platonic friendship.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I value
But
friendship
I'm gonna
very
fight for
important.
it because just like I said, even if you don't want to use a romantical sense, it's just like, dude, this is the father of my sons. You get what I'm saying? So that is not never really going to go nowhere. I can't undo that. You get what I mean? And like I said, the qualities that he offer and all the hats that
You
he
know you
wears with
wouldn't want
me,
to undo that.
I'm gonna, like they just like what Faye said, you're gonna have to either accept it or not, and then you can get going. If that's what it took to make you leave or not want to be with me anymore, because I still friends with the father of my kids, and I don't know what to tell you. You not the one for sure, because it's not gonna go nowhere.
Mhm. So, Mike, you had jumped off, but we talking about basically when you're in that new relationship, is it okay to fight for that friendship with the ex that you had? So you have a new fiance. Y'all been together a few years now, and when you first got with her, we did talk. I knew about it. I knew about the whole situation. Like, I feel like you told her about me, and we didn't have any. So how was it for you in starting that new relationship and knowing where it's going and letting her know like the little part I had in your life or what the case may be?
At that point, like being like going through a marriage and like, you know what I'm saying, like going through all the stuff I went through, you know what I'm saying, having an ex-wife, like it was not that hard at all, like for me to like, you know what I'm saying, like lay it all out there. So she knew everything from the jump, friends, you know what I'm saying, people who, you know what I'm saying, I probably consider myself like maybe still, being attached to because we do some business together, whatever the case may be. Like she knew it all. And so she was able to evaluate and, you know what I'm saying, assess it on her own. And, once she was, in cahoots with like, this is what it's going to be for him, then, you know, then that was no longer a topic, you know what I'm saying, the conversation. So for me, it was the easiest because she was secured and herself and what she was getting ready to walk into. So, that made it easy for me. Like that was like a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, like I can genuinely go about everything I've been doing, because she understands, what I'm saying, she has friends that she let me know about, and like they are good friends. She hang out with them, they do things annually together, you know what I'm saying, like because they was there before me, and so like with being going through a marriage, like having an ex-wife like that humbled me to a whole nother degree. So, when I
So,
was able to let her know that, yeah.
so with you having an ex-wife, let's talk about
Yeah.
this because this
Okay.
this is so you have an ex-wife and you have a son from that marriage, from that wife.
Yeah.
How is it now that you have a new fiance maintaining, because that kind of puts you in a situation of Jermaine and Blue having that
Mhm.
extramarital history.
Yeah.
Are you still able to be friends with that ex-wife and everything is good, or was that a harder thing to sell to your new fiance?
Ooh. So the ex-wife, like it was that was probably like the most traumatic experience I would say like I had in the relationship, because one, um we were young when we, you know what I'm saying, when we decided to like do the right thing. And so we were doing the right thing for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? So like we weren't in nowhere form or fashion ready to endure a long standing marriage, you know what I'm saying? But we wanted to do it because we were in the church and wanted to do the right thing. So like we pressed ourselves to do something that neither one of us was ready for. So with all that came all of the drama and everything. So like that built up animosity amongst us in the relationship as we were getting ready to get divorced. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so once we officially got divorced, uh, being her friend was out of the question because there was so much animosity and hate, and you did this, you did that. It was too much. And so like it was crazy. But the one thing that she knew is that you're not gonna take time away from, you know what I'm saying, the time I'm giving with Josiah. And so like that was understanding. So that was never that was the one thing that I didn't get into an argument with her about. We didn't have to, but like everything else was like an argument. Like it would be the simplest stuff. Like we arguing because we hadn't let go of all the things that we were unable to communicate about and talk about without hate or anger in us, you know what I'm saying? So like all that stuff was coming out, it would come out, and it lasted for years. And so like I want to say maybe now Josiah is 11.
Oh my God.
So maybe, yeah, so maybe
That's why.
at the age of 9, we were able to become decent friends in the sense of like I could encourage her, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like say things to her, like, you know what I'm saying, because she was a mother, you know what I'm saying, my boy, like I could say stuff to her that would, you know, I knew would keep her, you know what I'm saying, like just
Motivated and
not feeling,
pushing.
yeah, motivated, just not feeling the shame of like, because she had, you know what I'm saying, she had made some, you know, poor choices on guys or whatever. So it was that whole thing, you know what I'm saying, like, well, shit, let me let me take care of J-Mo, you know what I'm saying, however long I need to, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. You handle that, you do that type of thing. And so it took a long time because she had to get over whatever stuff that she had dealt with on her own. So like when we met young, like it was a lot of stuff she hadn't dealt with personally on her own before she lived with somebody, and then the same thing for me. And so like it was just a lot. Like neither one of us was ready. So like with my fiance now,
He
being
wasn't
able to be
ready.
friends with, you know what I'm saying, with Candace, she knows like with Candace, like our friendship is more of a, I would say, a clerical friendship. Like the boundaries and all that stuff is there. Like I really don't converse or have like long standing conversations with Candace unless it's about Josiah. You know what I'm saying? So like in that develops like a friendship, because now we can bond, and you know what I'm saying, at a better rate now than what we were in the past when it came to anything with him. And so that's only going to grow because he's getting older, you know what I'm saying? He's getting ready to start making, you know, greater decisions. And so like she naturally understands that coming from her experience being, you know what I'm saying, a child like Josiah, having to be a stepmother type thing, you know what I'm saying? So her coming with that understanding has been a lot easier to transition or even understand. Like I'm gonna be communicating with Candace. You know, it may be some things, you know what I'm saying, Josiah may come over here on certain times. Like I'm gonna, you know, let's look at the calendar. So let's talk about this, let's talk about this, things like that. So that has allowed us to be able to, you know, have, you know, some type of, you know, friendship or, you know, connection because we had Josiah. But like it's clerical as everything is, yo, this is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? This and that. And so if Candace ever wants to like come outside of the boundaries or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, she's got to, you know, she's asking, and then I pass it along.
Mm-hmm.
And if it ain't, you know, it ain't rocking, then, you know, it's got to be, you know, that type thing. And, you know, Candace, you know, sometimes she got to suck it up, you know what I'm saying? She hate it. She like to try to, you know, have a little bit more word with me about it. But I'm like, yo, hey, it's this a unified front, you know what I'm saying, type thing. And it sucked sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she got to handle it. So,
Yeah.
but
That's
it's
what
definitely been a lot easier. Yeah.
That's what I always appreciated about you and liked about you. Like you put a lot of value in the relationship you in. Because even like when you first got with her, we had the conversation of you got to meet her for us to stay friends. Like she has to know who you are. You know, like I like the fact that that was like off jump. Like
I
yeah,
like that too.
we
You like
gotta be
respect
friends.
her and
Yeah,
present her that way to anyone. Like, hey, no, this is
Yeah.
what it is. That's very respectful. I like that.
yeah. So I feel like that.
Yeah.
So I have a thing before we end this podcast. Okay. Is there anything
Yeah.
from past, from wherever that you want to
No.
ask us? And we have to face G. We have to answer open and honestly. The question.
Hold on. Wait, this was not part of the programming.
I
Hold
know,
on.
and that's what's surprising you because you probably would have told me not to do it. So that's why I didn't say anything. So is there anything that you may have always wondered about, thought might have happened or didn't have, or anything that you want to know? Hey, Mike, this your only chance because you know me. I take the shit to my grave. So this is the only chance you have.
No. I would
During the relationship, right?
Yeah, in anything that happened in our relationship or something you may just want to know, whatever. Just what you get one question, that's it. What you got?
No. Well, for me, it would be more so like what leap or like what encouraged you like to, you know what I'm saying, like from college, like to really just step out and like take that leap and move. I think you first moved to Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you moved to LA. But like what, I know you free spirit or whatever, like what did you have to say to yourself, you know what I'm saying, internally to say, hey, like I'm about to do this, I'm about to make this move, and like you say, whatever happens, happens. But like what did you have to say to yourself to like, I'm about to do this?
Okay, you want to know the real story? All right.
Yeah.
So, right after college, so our relationship when I
I
graduated.
don't want to know none of that other stuff. That stuff is college. I want to know the other
No,
stuff.
but I'm
I'll
going to
spare
tell you
myself
what
that.
initially made me start. It started
Yeah.
with you, so that's what I'm going to tell you. Like what initially made me. So, because you graduated a year before me, I had that year still in college. So when I came home, so we was broken up that past year. And so I'm like, when I get home, I'll figure this shit out, right? Like we might, whatever, get back together, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So after that time passing and like me right out of college just kicking it really hard first, instead of like trying to address what our relationship was, you got into that relationship. And even then, I was like, oh, fuck that shit, whatever. She went to school with us. I know what that is. That ain't for him. She ain't his type of chick. I know this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But when you had your son, that's for me was a done deal. I was like, all right, it's over. So it was no hesitation to, all right, I don't have to stay in college. You know how sometimes you may stick around in hopes that something may come back together. But when you had your son, for me, because of what we've been through, you know, it was kind of like, all right, this is, I'm cool. I'm finna just chase my career. I'm finna just have a ball in life and do what I can. So that's what initially made me leave. So I didn't have any holding me back. Oh, would I be successful? Would I have a place? You know me, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
If it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. But what made me take that leap is that I needed to start fresh, kind of like over and fresh.
Okay.
All right.
Blue,
Blue.
got anything? Come, Blue. You got a question for Face? You know what I mean? You like, I know it all. We right here. We quarantining together. So how is that? Even quarantining with your ex? So Mike, if you didn't know, they are quarantining together.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So, all right. So look, on my part, right? We didn't. Okay, we didn't say let's quarantine together, right? You know what I mean? It was just so happened. Sean was in transition to moving. And it's like instead of having her go be in that transition out of state or out of San Diego, you know what I mean? When the option came up for her and my kids to come here, I'm all for it. I don't have no girl. I ain't in a relationship. So I don't have nobody to ask if that's cool with or none of that. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like right after that, it hit. You know what I mean? Oh, you
Yeah.
damn sure ain't going nowhere now. We
Yeah.
damn sure finna rock this together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'd rather be with her and my kids than to be on the single app getting my stroke in right now. You know what I mean? For me,
Mm.
it's like, you know what I mean? It's more important that we confront this as a family. And since I don't have another relationship, she don't have another one. You know what I mean? We're able to say, okay, well, we are the only family we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's good to confront this together. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Protect our kids. And
Yeah.
also it gives us time to rebuild our friendship and talk about a lot of things that we went through, what went on. But it's no, the scariest thing is though, real talk on all avenues is what's after this. As in, you know, you can make plans and you can say, I want to do this, I want to move here, I want to do this, but nobody knows what the world really is going to be once all this is over. You know what I mean? You don't
Mm-hmm.
know if your lane go even still be an open lane anymore. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You don't know. So as much as it's like, okay, it's hard because you can't prepare for nothing. You can just be in the moment, kind of. Like right now, everything's up in the air. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Nobody ain't, you know, most people ain't trying to, even if they was looking for a house, they stopped. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Even if somebody was finna start a business, if it's not a business that can really progress in this type of zone, that stop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Trips will stop. So it's more like trying to comfort each other in the fact of not knowing what's next. You know what I mean? And that greatly impacts our children. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So it's comforting. I don't mind. It's cool. I'm pretty sure I get on her nerves. I'm pretty sure because she don't mind. You know what I mean? Like in a
Surprisingly,
fun type
no.
way.
I feel like,
Um,
I thought it was going to be a little tricky, and it was like trying to gauge the whole situation even before the COVID hit, where we got quarantined. And surprisingly, it's just like, a lot of people were asking, like, how are you and Face doing? Like, y'all right or whatever? And it's just like, dude, we cool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it ain't no smoke, no none of that really. At least I feel like on my end, it's not no drama or none of that. It's like we are doing well. We haven't tried to kill each other or any of that. You
Cause
See
know?
that?
that
See
is,
that?
Yeah.
but
See
I
that?
I
want
did, but she took the bullets.
I want
I'm
to
just
thank
playing.
both of you guys just for being able to come on and talk to us openly, candidly about this, because so many, I feel like couples and people struggle with the aspect of people being able to be friends, especially like if the opposite sex. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's impossible. But if you create, like you said, communication, great boundaries, both you should be able to, like, I feel like a person should be a friend of the relationship, not just you. So I'm a friend of your relationship. Like when I talk to you, first thing I ask you, how's the family? Like
Yeah.
that's my first thing, is that I like seeing you happy and with a
Mm-hmm.
person that makes you happy in a good way, where it's no drama,
Mm-hmm.
because I know the drama you went to. So it's nice to see, like, all right, he good, he living. You know what I'm saying? You're back working out and like all this stuff. I'm like, dang, I see him like getting back to the Mike you used to be. I feel
Yeah,
like that's
yeah,
what I've seen.
yeah,
So I feel like, yeah. Thank you guys both for coming on, talking to us.
yeah. No
Now,
doubt.
Mike, tell us a little bit about your line that's coming out.
All right, so I hold on. I got a little something on right now.
Let me see.
Can you see it?
Go mode, okay.
Yeah, go mode. So pretty much what go mode is just Justin and I. Oh, can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Justin and I from college. You know, being around each other pretty much became one of my, you know what I'm saying, closest and best friends, you know what I'm saying, through this time. And so we just decided to do this whole fitness thing together. And so under Go Mode, we personal train together, you know what I'm saying, clients both on the south side and like west suburb areas of Chicago. And once we started training, it's like, you know what, man, we need to go ahead and brand this, come with a brand and just brand the whole concept of what Go Mode is. And it's a lifestyle. It's, you know what I'm saying, life on the go, but trying to, you know, using space, opportunity, and time to work out, but make sure that you know, you get some type of fitness component, you know, part of your lifestyle. But we also focus on weight loss, nutrition, you know, wellness plans, stuff like that. And so when we thought about it, was like, man, we need to go ahead and brand it. And so, you know, this is just one of the concepts that we're trying to come out with as far as clothing.
I like that sweatshirt though.
Yeah, so this is one of the concepts we trying to figure out, like, do we do this concept? We got some T-shirts I hadn't worn yet, but we thinking about doing like a photo shoot. So just pretty much kind of rolling it all out. Like everything is still kind of raw, like the fitness training component we've been solid with for about this will be 2 years now, and the branding is fairly new as far as the clothing line and stuff like that. So yeah.
So feel free to send me some of this clothing to try on to let
Oh
you
yeah.
know how it works.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll
No doubt.
sport it. You know,
Yeah.
I work out every day.
Yeah, we got some lady concepts, some women concepts are coming out with some male concepts. So definitely.
What can they find you at? Like if someone wanted to like look into this.
They can find me on IG at Go Mode Life and on Facebook at Go Mode Fitness. And so, you know, look us up. You know, some great training tips, components, especially during the quarantine time. We got some stuff posted up, some outdoor workouts with the bands. A lot of our focus and concentration is on the actual outdoor component and using bands as part of your fitness. So we got a lot of routines on that you guys can check out. But yeah, definitely. IG at Go Mode Life and on Facebook Go Mode Fitness. And you know, be looking for some clothing real soon.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. All right, folks. So there you go. There you have it. Can you be friends with the ex? I think you can. I think after this conversation, we realized that you can. What you think?
Yeah, man, it's possible if that's really your goal. If you really value that person beyond y'all being in a relationship, y'all can make the friendship work. But if that value of that person was simply through us being together, then once that's done, it's done.
Right. And I feel like that's why so many people have issues with their person being friends with an ex. Because they can't understand it because they can't do it. They can't.
They like, wait, why?
Yeah, because they'd never been capable or able or had a relationship that the friendship was so strong and worth keeping.
Yeah. So it was a good conversation today.
Yeah.
I liked our hot topic. I liked our guest.
Yeah, it was a good one. Now I'm finna go continue my 420. Starting with this edible I made yesterday. Because I don't think I'm gonna work out today. Like I couldn't do when I tell you
it's all month long.
I know it is all month. I've been smoking all month. I mean, it's a lifestyle for us. That's why I'm like, yeah, hey. 420 grape. You just kind of, I don't know. It's still the same. This is our lifestyle.
What you want to do for your birthday? Well, let's talk about it. Maybe we make a 420 cake
for my birthday. Yeah, I just honestly, I'm not in the mood to do anything. I feel like it's ruined. I feel like once all
You
this,
gave up on it already, huh?
yeah, I feel like once all this is over, then I'll celebrate my birthday.
That's what's up.
Cause it's
All
like
right.
I was gonna do a Zoom party, and it's like it's really just the same. We talk to our family every day over either Messenger, Zoom, whatever the case may be. So it's kind of like,
Look, we can throw the birthday 420 party together.
when this is
You
out.
got enough
Yeah.
friends that smoke.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can do that once this is all over.
Yeah, once it's over.
All right. So guys, this is the high hour.
Roll up.